All right, Aaron, so I've got my wires all laid out. In my perspective, from left to right, I've got green and white, green, orange and white, blue, blue and white, orange, brown and white, brown. And the place where you're most concerned is right at the edge of your fingertips. And you typically want to leave yourself about an inch from the end of the casing to the end of where you're going to cut your wires. So right there between my fingers, that's where I'm going to cut. And I want to make sure that is the place where I have my green and white green, orange and white blue, blue and white orange, brown and white brown. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut them and then put them in the connector. I want to make sure I cut a nice square cut. Okay. Now that cut, which I will not let go with my fingers now that I have it cut because it's straight. It's a straight line across the edge, or across all 8 wires. And I'm going to take my connector right here, and I'm going to slide it in. Here's what I want you to remember. The little tab that hooks into the wall, it will be away from your face if the green is on the left and the brown is on the right. So if I look at my green, which is on the left, the tab will not be facing me. So I have the metal pieces on top. And I'm going to go ahead now that I'm holding it all together, and I'm going to slide as much of the wire in as I possibly can before I take my thumb off so it slides right underneath my finger. The purpose of that is to give it enough time to get into that real tight groove that I talked about and to let it slide all the way up there. Push as hard as you can, not real hard, but just, I guess, fairly hard to hold it. Once you get it there, very carefully let it go. You want to use the light in the room or possibly a flashlight. That would be a lot better. And look at the very end. You want to look at the end and make sure that you can see the light reflecting off each of the little wires. If you're not quite sure, check the sides. The sides are a pretty good indicator. Look for any bunched up pieces of wire that are in the middle. If it looks like they're not all the way to the end, there's a pretty good chance that they probably aren't.